Our MPA program is special in that it combines academic rigor in the social sciences, in economics, in statistics and econometrics, in political science and public administration, with a second year, it's a 2-year program, which is much more flexible, and it allows students to specialize in a given area and also to acquire some of those practical skills in communications and negotiations and maybe even running for office that will make them into well-prepared policy and political leaders in the future.
The best thing to be a SPP LSE student is that you get the confidence that you can change the world in whatever capacity that you can. Your dreams are not too small or big, and there are people in the world that will push you to achieve those goals.
I think for me, the most valuable thing has been the learning curve that I've experienced over the course of the last 2 years. Having studied law during my undergraduate degree, I never imagined enjoying statistics and data as much as I do today. Being able to understand how evidence-based policymaking works has been a fascinating learning curve.
Learning also from my colleagues and my classmates has been very rewarding, and there have been just some great conversations on political issues, policy issues with people from all over the world, and I for one love that, and I think it's something truly unique about the MPA.
When students join us, they don't just learn how to run the numbers. They do learn this, and they learn how to run the numbers really well. You need to understand whether the policy options you're considering are actually feasible. Will they fly politically? So you need to understand politics and how it works, how political constraints work, and our curriculum builds that into it. It's integral to it.
I remember starting this degree not really understanding what I was reading in the news. Whenever there was an election or a campaign, they were just using these big buzzwords that I've heard a lot. But I think, especially with the political science foundation course that everybody has to take, I've come out of it a lot more confident, being able to just read the news, analyze any sort of policy, and immediately form my opinion on it, whether I think it's feasible or if there's any challenges that I foresee.
The capstone project is valuable. It allows you to use the things that you've learned theoretically and put it in work. SPP allows you to dedicate 6 months of your life in being more rational thinking and applying these theories that you learned for 1.5 years and put it to work.
I personally am interested in looking at how we can try and achieve some of the climate goals we've set out to build a more sustainable future. My biggest takeaway from the program has to be being able to understand how to bring together different actors and their interests to build that sustainable policy.
The best thing about having these students is they're really passionate about making change in the world. This is a practical degree. They know why they're here, and over the course of the 2 years, they pick up all these different pieces, and then they're ready to go. They can do it all.
It's a perfect fit for people who really want to be exposed to an international environment, who want 2 years of rigorous and sometimes intensive learning, but which will ultimately be very rewarding and worthwhile in the end.
The MPA is a very versatile degree. It doesn't limit your career options in the future, so whether it be public sector or private sector, I think it leaves your doors quite open. It also gives you, I would say, a degree that's equivalent to an MBA in the government sectors.
It allows you to know your why and your how and what follows. And most importantly, when you're done with your 2 years, you fall and you take a great fall to the world because you know that you're prepared for anything and everything.